Well, we decided that we are going to go ahead and get our carport replaced and fixed. We've talked about it on a few other videos. It's in desperate need. We need this space for parking. We have some over here, but to get turned around is just, we got to have this area here. The previous owners built it. I couldn't tell you how old it is. I do feel like it was put together in two different times and added on to, maybe. I think maybe at one time this used to just be a deck up here, and then they added it on to put the carport on. I'm not sure, but we thought, we might as well video this and show it as we do it as a DIY project. So first I want to show everything we got up here. The carport itself is in great shape. I think it'll come apart easily, and we'll put it back up when we're all done. Definitely in need of being replaced. This whole side's starting to lean really bad and a little shaky. Right now, Amy only pulls the front of her car up on it, and we leave the back on the ground because it's not very stable out here. First thing will be getting all this stuff completely cleared off, and then I will dismantle the actual carport and store it so we can start undoing everything. Kind of wanted to show the lower side here. These old steps are falling apart, they're crumbling, they're ready to be replaced. So when it's done, I plan on doing a full big huge steps coming all the way down. Looked like they had cobbled this up a few times. That's cut just sitting there. It's all rotten down there. I mean, it's definitely in pretty poor shape. I plan on putting in 6x6 posts, 2x12 beams across, and then the actual decking, which will be a 2x6, will sit on top. Actually, I did 2x8s. So, like this right now, this has no beams holding anything. They're just sitting here. This is the beams that's only holding the outside. The insides, the posts are just sitting up in there and then screwed onto the joist. Definitely a little redneck engineering here, and is why it's going to be replaced. I think some of the lumber I should be able to hopefully salvage and reuse. I'll use it for backing and kickers. I plan on putting in extra posts, definitely more than what's here now, to get it all stable. As long as the main goal is to be able to pull the car onto it and then still have room on the side over here to park something else. We may park one of the buggies out here, I'm not sure, but we'll see. And then when it's all done, I plan on skirting it and closing it off. Probably something a little similar to what I did here on the deck over here. Just to give it a good clean look and keep the critters out too. I got a couple of different ideas of what I want to do. One of the other big tasks, and I won't really know until I get all this removed so I can see, but looks like they had tried to build a rock wall up there, and that rock wall is giving away. Hopefully I can get her somewhat straightened back up. Probably put a bunch of concrete in there, just make it a little more solid. That post right there is just sitting on the ground. Oh man, I can't believe this thing's still standing. Yeah, you can see where this is really bowed, and then they spliced that in. when we bought the house and had it all inspected, we paid the inspector to inspect the house and the garage, and he was more worried and concerned about this old carport and putting anything on it, and that it needed addressed than everything else. And he's right, it does. So that's what we're gonna do. I'll do video probably throughout the whole process and kind of show what I'm doing. I'll show a little bit of the progress here. Been working on it 2 nights right now. Last night I got everything all cleared off, got all the wood off of here, sorted out and put where I needed to put it. I cleared off the back rail. We'll probably keep it, try and make some kind of good use to it. It's just some good wrought iron, kind of like fencing basically. I'll figure out something to do with it. Tonight I started working on taking off the top. It's not too bad to do. I'll get all the top off, and then from there I got to figure out how I want to take off these big beams by myself. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it yet, but I'll figure that out. I need to move these barrels over to the deck. That's going to be our future table that I'm going to make as another project. Showing a little bit of the progress I've made so far. I got all the panels off the top the other night. This would be my 3rd day into it. This morning I'm working on trying to get all these beams down. A little challenging by myself. It's designed that these fit into their very, very solid, so you gotta use a rubber mallet and separate them, and then once I get it separated I let it land on my tripod I made to hold it to where I can wrestle it down to the ground, and then from here I'll move it to store it. But it's getting there. might be a two-person job.
That?
Do you need help? Do you want me to hold that or something?
Yeah, I might need to hold this one.
It's gonna fall. You're gonna follow me?
I'm not trying to not let it fall on you. You just hold it there, okay? Hold that board. Don't freak out on it. I got it. Run. Run.
How are you gonna get that back up?
Help.
You sure you don't need help?
Yep. It's not recording. That should work. Well, I got the beams down at least by myself. A little creativity, I guess you can. Them are heavy little suckers. I don't know how I'm getting this thing back together, but I'll figure that out down the road. Well, I got all the carport components tore down, moved over to the back of the garage. I think it'll all sit over there for the time being. A big old carport in this just little area now. Now for the tedious task of starting to undo all these boards. I'm not so worried about these top boards. I think pretty much throw all them away, but I do want the framing boards underneath, try and salvage them, because try and use those for backing and stuff, whatnot, with the new stuff. But here we go. Making pretty good progress. I started at first trying to unscrew everything, but they used Phillips screws and those just kept stripping and I couldn't either find them or whatever. So I was like, well, I'll just cut them into pieces, break them free and pull them off. In the long run, I guess it makes it easier to haul it. Wow, my little white Willie's got a big old load to get rid of. Well, I got the whole entire top demoed off today. It's about 4:20 in the afternoon. I think I'm done. It's about 92, 93 degrees out. Heat's killing me, so I'm gonna call it. Definitely very interesting once getting everything opened. The garage side here is very, very rotten. I'm guessing because there's no gutters on the garage. I'm gonna have to figure out some kind of drainage control there because otherwise it's gonna just rot right out again. So I see they've got one post up here and that is it. The rest of it's all just sitting on the ground. I haven't totally cleaned all this off, but if I was to guess, this probably used to be a concreted stone patio up here. And at some point they decided to add a deck, and then from there they added the carport. So definitely a little cobbled up. I'm gonna make it a lot better. I will put some more posts up here, and of course all the support posts out there, 6x6s, 2x12 beams, and have the actual 2x8 joist sit on top of the beams, because I noticed on all these they just got post and post tied to the joists. There's no beams holding anything. That is not correct, so I will get all that corrected. Over here they've got way too much overhang for the posts they do have, and the posts are very random. They're not even in line, so we'll get all this corrected. I think some of this framing I will be able to reuse for backing in the inside, but a lot of it's just rotten and it's bad. So I've got a whole nother pile to fill up the Jeep, and the Jeep is already full. But time to call it a day.
Sunday fun day, DC.
Oh, something like that. Tearing stuff up.
Yeah, you are.
Trying to make some progress on this project.
I think you're making some good progress.
Yeah. Hopefully I get all this all tore out today. Probably gonna take me all day.
Yeah.
Mostly because I'm trying to keep some of the material to reuse, so take a little time to take it apart.
Are you gonna reuse the screws too?
Some of them if they're not stripped.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm making pretty good progress this morning. I should have been filming, but I noticed the beams were really sitting on that big old rock, so I lifted them up a little, and as soon as I did, it fell on over. So might be a little challenging to put this wall back together, because that is a big rock. Guess we'll see. Look at this ingenuity right there. Too funny. Well, getting there. I think I've determined that all the framing up here is either rotten or some of it looks like it's just white lumber. I don't even think it's treated, so I think I'm just going to get the old Sawzall out, just chop it all up into manageable pieces and throw it all away. Big old pile here. I'm going to keep some scraps down there for, they don't have no screws or clean, and might throw those in the burn pile just to get something burning. I'm gonna have to get all this cleaned up over here. Wow, quite the project.
we got a bunch of leaves. We're just gonna have to burn them. Demo day 2. How do you feel about demo day 2, Juicy?
Not too bad. I think I'm making good progress.
Yeah?
I'm gonna clean up here.
I'm glad to see you got your Sunday shorts on.
I sure do. It's gonna be fine.
So I guess we're gonna use the Yamaha to try and tug out a post because they're cemented in. We'll see how this goes. Sunday fun day style. What do you think, Cal? Will it work? Callie, is it gonna work? Nope. I'm fixing to find out. What could go wrong, guys? Oh dear God. Yeah, but I heard it snap. I guess we're gonna try this again. Yeah, it'll work. Whoops.
Well, it's kind of determined we can't pull these out, so I have to hack them.
Chop them down.
Chop them down. When I get ready to do holes, I have to do new ones.
New holes. So fun.
With the peck axe, I'm sure.
Always an adventure.
Oh man.
So yeah, that's the next step. Chopping down the old post. Good times. Yeah, buddy.
Well, I just wanted to show a little bit of progress from the end of day 4, but the first 2 days were only about 45 minutes or so after I got off work and finished with dinner. But Saturday or yesterday and today was the full days. I got everything demoed, post cut down, just been working on burning up some of this old scrap. I got the Jeep full of an entire load, which is the top of the deck. All this is basically the framing that I'm burning right now. Unfortunately, this big old rock did fall that holds the wall up. I'm gonna have to figure out how to either flip it back up and or build a new wall with rock to get it all shored back up and possibly leave that. I'm not really sure what to do with that yet. It's very, very big and very heavy. So I have a couple ideas. I'll give them a try, see what happens. I'd say overall, pretty good progress for technically 2 days and all by myself. The next worst part is going to be digging new post holes. I did try today with the R-Max to pull out one of the old posts, and the wood just snapped and the post did not even move. So I guess I'm gonna just have to dig new holes, and is what it is. So now it's just a matter of getting all this cleaned up, everything out of the way, and start prepping and lining up for new material.